Assalamualaikum and a very good day to my respected lecturer Dr. Izaili and to all my classmates. My name is Nur Ashki Binti Ahmad and today my group and I will be presenting about PERODUA, one of Malaysia's leading automotive companies. To begin, I will start by sharing a brief background of the company. Perusahaan otomobil kedua sendirian berhad known as PERODUA is a well-known manufacturing company that sells 1,000 cars in Malaysia. This private limited company was founded in 1993 and the first car, Kancha, was officially launched on 1st August 1994 by Tun Datuk Sri Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad, who was the 4th Prime Minister of Malaysia. PERODUA Company is the second national car maker in Malaysia after Proton, where they are popular with car models like Myvi, Azia, Beza, Alza and Ativa that are affordable and suitable for daily use. Their headquarters were located in Sungai Johrawang, Selangor. Currently, the chairman of PERODUA is Tan Sri Asmat Kamaluddin and the chief executive officer of PERODUA is Datuk Zainal Abidin Ahmad. Moreover, PERODUA has 7 shareholders and the highest shareholder is UMW Corporation Sdn Bhd with 38% shares. Not just that, this company also works closely with the Japanese car company Daihatsu, which is part of Toyota Group. Basically, Daihatsu works together with PERODUA by contributing to the vehicle designs and providing technical support. The vision of PERODUA is to be the most preferred automotive brand renowned for products and services of excellence, which contributes to the development of the nation, and their mission is to grow the automotive ecosystem to transfer knowledge to all Malaysians. We choose PERODUA because the company continually improves its capabilities through continuous growth, talent management and strategic partnerships by addressing issues such as missing its 2021 sales goal and experiencing delivery delays during the SST exemption period. The company demonstrates its ability to handle problems and provide good service to its customers.
One of the major issues the company faced was falling short of its 200,000 unit sales target in 2021. According to an article by DH Malaysia, PERODUA sales volume dropped by 13.6%, managing to sell only 190,291 units compared to 220,154 units in 2020. The article highlights 3 main reasons behind this decline. First, the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. With strict lockdowns and health protocols in place, consumer movement and economic activity were heavily restricted. Second, the global semiconductor chip supply disruption affected car production, making it difficult to meet demand. And third, severe floods that hit parts of Malaysia disrupted both manufacturing operations and logistics. All these factors combined significantly impacted the company's ability to meet its sales goals for the year. The second issue PERODUA faced was significant delivery delays caused by an overwhelming surge in vehicle bookings. This spike was triggered by the Malaysian Government Sales and Service Tax or SST exemption, which was extended until 30 June 2022 to reduce the public's financial burden and help revive the automotive industry post-COVID-19. As a result, PERODUA received an unusually high number of bookings, making it challenging to deliver all the cars on time, especially before the deadline of 31st March 2023. According to the New Straits Times, between 15,000 to 20,000 customers who booked their cars early risk losing the SST exemption. Fortunately, as stated by the H Malaysia, PERODUA CEO Datuk Sri Zainal Abidin Ahmad assured that these customers would still be entitled to the exemption. However, the company also faced production and supply chain constraints, particularly a shortage of semiconductor chips, which further contributed to the delivery delays.
Now, I'll be talking about how the issue were overcome. The first one, working with suppliers. PERODUA worked closely with their suppliers to reduce delays in production. They set up backup production sites in case factories needed to shut down due to lockdowns. Additionally, they sent their own staff to help suppliers who were short on workers. By doing this, PERODUA ensured that production could continue despite these difficulties. Second, flood help program. The program included several support measures for affected customers, such as a 50% discount on parts, free labor for repairs, and free towing to PERODUA workshops. They also provided a government voucher worth RM1,000 to help cover repair costs. This initiative helped many customers get their cars back on the road.
Next, effectiveness of action taken. From Chapter 7 data gathering, we partially agree that PERODUA actions were effective. Their customer appreciate and promise to improve delivery times, show empathy and help maintain brand loyalty. First method, observation for strategy 1. The purpose is to directly observe supplier operation and identify real-time issue such as labor shortage and production delay. Second method is unobstructed measure, which is for strategy 2. The purpose is to analyze the sales reports, production logs, customer complaints and service record without directly involving employees or customer. For recommendation, we think that PERODUA has to add methods which are survey for strategy 1 and strategy 2. The purpose is to gather large scale feedback, the float on customer satisfaction with the float help program, perspection of service quality. Okay, next for chapter 8, which is diagnosis and feedback. We agree that PERODUA strategy was effective despite a drop in sales during COVID. They nearly meet their target by working with suppliers, supporting customers and helping flood victims. Their action follow more than half of Westbox 6-box model. First, for the purpose, for strategy 1 is, despite being in a crisis, PERODUA never lost sight of their fundamental mission, which was to serve customer and protect sales. Second, structure for strategy 1 is they set up backup production sites and send staff to support suppliers. This shows they adjust their organizational structure to respond to supply chain disruption. Next, relationship is for strategy 2. Relationship PERODUA work closely with its suppliers, demonstrating supporting strong internal and external relationships and maintain customer trust by thanking customer for their patience and keeping communication open during the delay. Lastly, rewards. Through the float help program, PERODUA offer a 50% discount on parts, free labor and towing service, as well as a RM1,000 Malaysia serve as reward to maintain and strengthen customer loyalty. But we have recommendation improvement, which is leadership and helpful mechanism. Leadership is for strategy 1. While the statement does not directly leadership actions, the overall coordinate response such as supplier engagement and customer programs suggest strong leadership decision we have made. Second helpful mechanism is for strategy 2. PERODUA actions such as implement the float help program and deploy staff to assist suppliers demonstrate that temporary support mechanism were put in a place. However, there is no indication of long-term system improvement or the adoption of digital tools.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Sarah Danisha binti Khairul Nizam. I will explain how PERODUA address issue 2. Due to high demand and supply chain disruption, many customers had to wait longer than usual to receive their vehicles. PERODUA responded with 2 key strategies to overcome this challenge. First, PERODUA acknowledged the inconvenience faced by customers and thanked them for their patience. they made a public commitment to improve delivery timelines and maintain transparency. This move helped to preserve customer trust and loyalty even during difficult times. Second, PERODUA implemented a local sourcing strategy for vehicle components. Instead of relying heavily on international suppliers, they began sourcing more components from the locals. This reduced their dependence on global supply chain and helped to minimize delays. It also supported the local economy and strengthened the automotive supply chain within Malaysia. In summary, by thanking customers and localizing their supply chain, PERODUA was able to reduce the impact of delivery delays and show commitment to continuous improvement. These strategies not only address the issue but also enhance customer satisfaction and supply chain resilience.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nona Jana Misha binti Jari, and I will explain about the effectiveness of issue number 2, which is PERODUA's delivery delays after a sudden rise in vehicle bookings due to the SST assumption in 2021. We believe PERODUA's action were partially effective. They thank customers for their patience and promise faster deliveries, which help maintain good customer relationship. They also increased the use of local parts, which reduced their dependence on overseas suppliers affected by chip shortage and shipping delays. This improved production flow. To find the root causes of the delay, PERODUA used 2 key methods. Number 1 is observation. The operations and logistic teams watched how deliveries were handled at centers. They noticed that delivery staff were overwhelmed with not enough people or vehicles to handle the high demand. This caused long waiting times and backlogs. Number 2 is unobstructive measures. Their data analysts studied booking records, delivery timelines, and customer complaints quietly in the background. They found a sharp 40% increase in bookings, longer delivery times, and complaints mostly about poor communication and unclear updates. These methods help PERODUA see both the operational and customer-related problems, giving them a clearer view of what needed to be improved. As a recommendation, we suggest PERODUA use surveys to support the 2 methods already used, observation and data analysis. Surveys are a simple and low-cost way to collect honest feedback from customers and staff. For example, customers could be asked if they receive regular updates about their car delivery. If many say no, this shows PERODUA needs to improve communication. At the same time, staff surveys could reveal they are short-handed or lack proper system during booking search. By adding surveys, PERODUA can understand both sides better and make more focused improvements to avoid future delays. For Chapter 8, we agree that PERODUA strategies to overcome delivery delays after the overwhelming bookings caused by the SST assumption were effective. Despite major challenges like the COVID-19 pandemic, chip shortage, and logistic disruptions, PERODUA still managed to sell 190,291 vehicles in 2021, just slightly below their target of 200,000 units. This small gap reflects how resilient and committed they were during tough times. To support this, we use Wizbot 6-box model, which evaluates 6 key areas of an organization. Let's look at how PERODUA strategies align with this area, starting with Strategy 1. Strategy 1, enhancing customer experience. Number 1 is purpose. PERODUA stayed focused on their main goal, which was to serve their customers. Even during the crisis, they adjust their plans to cope with the high demand and still aim to reach their sales target. Number 2 is rewards. To keep customers satisfied despite delays, PERODUA offered free services and vouchers. This showed appreciation and helped maintain customer trust. Strategy 2 is strengthening internal operations. Number 1 is structure. PERODUA worked closely with suppliers and added more staff to support operations. This helps speed up deliveries and improve efficiency. Number 2 is leadership. Although not directly stated, their quick, organized response, especially in managing suppliers and customer service, reflects strong leadership. And number 3 is helpful mechanism. They boosted logistics and customer service by hiring more staff. However, there is still room for improvement through stronger digital system in the future. And lastly is Strategy 1 and 2, which is building strong relationship. PERODUA maintains strong relationships with suppliers and communicated openly with customers. For example, they publicly thank customers for their patience, which built trust and loyalty. So in conclusion, PERODUA responded well during a very difficult period. Their actions addressed multiple areas in Wisbot's 6-box model, showing that their strategies were not only effective but also balanced and customer-focused. Thank you.
Lastly, for the conclusion, PERODUA showed its organizational flexibility by quickly handling drop in sales and delays resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic and the rise in SST exemptions. Not only that, PERODUA adapted its activities by forming strategic partnerships and implementing customer-focused initiatives, as well as making changes to its structure, which align with Wisbot's key aspects of the 6-box model. It points out that organizations become successful by resolving real issues, acting intentionally and focusing on keeping their customers happy. Moving forward, they should use the lesson learned by upgrading internal systems, utilizing surveys for feedback, and being flexible when dealing with external problems. So that's all from us. Thank you.